Welcome to the Tech Support Guy Show. I'm Mike Cermak, known on the site as Tech Guy. With me is Dan McCarthy.
Good evening.
And how are you doing today, Danny?
I am Neato Nifty Keen.
I'm glad to hear that. Today we're going to talk about Gmail appearing inside your Google search. So as if people aren't scared of Google enough as it is, and as if they're not a monopoly enough as it is, and as if I don't begin to hate them for that for other reasons we won't discuss right now, they are now going to begin to show your Gmail emails within your Google results. So if I go in there and search for something, my Gmail might be part of the search results, and some people aren't very happy about that.
Yeah, I think those concerns are a little bit misfounded. So first, it's an opt-in trial right now. And no details have been given about what controls they're going to provide in the future. But I imagine they're going to start, right now it searches your Google Drive for documents and spreadsheets. It searches your calendar, and it searches your Gmail account. And it's important to note that it only is at gmail.com accounts, not apps accounts. In addition, it doesn't put the results in with the rest of the search results. So the typical Google search results, what you'll see is on the right of your screen, the hits that have shown up in very specific blocks for your Drive, your calendar, or Gmail. But it only shows up on accounts where you were logged in. And I think some people are concerned, Mike, because they think that, well, now my email is going to be out there on the interwebs for everybody to search. And that's just not the case.
I think that's exactly what's happening. There's some of the comments we were reading in the articles, and we'll include the articles in the show notes at techguy.tv. But in some of these articles, the comments on it, some of the people say, will there be some way to disable this feature so my email isn't indexed? And if they do this, I might just drop my Gmail account for good. And these people... I mean, your email is already being indexed. That's why Gmail exists. Google indexes your email not only so you can search through it, as you already can through Gmail, but also so they can give you relevant ads. That's why Gmail is free. Google
makes money by serving up ads that are targeted, and they're actually very good at that. If you, like me, actually occasionally pay attention to these ads, they're actually pretty relevant to the individual. It's pretty
and I think
amazing.
That's what a lot of people like about Google Ads. Some people are concerned about the privacy that Google's bots are going through and reading your emails. And whenever Gmail first came out, a lot of people said it wasn't going to run because people didn't like that privacy issue. But it turns out people don't care about bots reading their email because it's not someone sitting there reading your email. No one cares. No one at Google cares what your email contains. It's just some computer looking for keywords. And whenever they see, the keyword Toyota, you're going to get a Toyota ad. And that's all there is to it. And people are okay with that. And they're beginning to like it. As Dan was starting to allude to, he much prefers receiving advertisements on the site that are relevant to what he's interested in rather than for something he doesn't care about.
Yeah, I'm really not interested in Cialis or Viagra, but
sure.
But solid state drives and things like that. I'm very interested.
A different kind of hard drive.
Exactly.
I wasn't sure if I was going to go there or not, but I couldn't help myself. So what do you think about this, Dan? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Or do we not care?
I actually think it could be a good thing. So, I use Google Apps, and when this becomes available for apps, I think I will sign up. I have nothing to hide on my machines that I log into. From anyone that may be viewing my screen over my shoulder. But with that said, I don't typically give my computer to anyone to use. If somebody that is visiting wants to use my computer, they would get a computer that's not signed in to any of my accounts, so they wouldn't see any of these search results. However, with that said, I will immediately end the podcast here, and I will go search my Gmail for the FTP address that I need to submit this video to.
Right.
If I could just go into the Chrome toolbar and type that in and get those results, that'd be even better.
Right, and why not? I don't see... Yeah. And as you pointed out, if there's stuff that... If you're letting someone use your computer and you're concerned about them seeing things they shouldn't, then the search results are not the top of those concerns. They also have history and everything else that they can easily see and autofill. Yeah. So just as Dan said, let them sign in under a different account on a different computer, or at least log out so at least some of that stuff isn't in there. But I don't see this as a big problem, and especially because as of right now, it's only opt-in. You have to go in and sign up for it. It's not going to be turned on automatically as of yet. Who knows down the line? This reminds me a lot of the Google Desktop app we were talking about a little bit, Dan. And for those who don't know, Google Desktop used to be, and I think still is, an app you can download onto your computer, and it would allow you... Did they discontinue it?
They have discontinued the Google Desktop.
And what it gave you, though, is one Google search box on your computer that would allow you to search all of your inbox, your calendar items, and Google in one place. And this is basically the same thing, except it's not running on your computer. It's running in the cloud with Gmail.
Which makes sense.
And it makes a lot of sense. It's available from anywhere. It's just such a simple thing to make things a little bit easier for folks. And I'm actually all for it.
I am absolutely all for it, too. I think once Google gets through the trial here, we'll probably see a little fine-tuning of what's returned. So they'll give you a little more finite control over whether or not it returns emails or contacts or only certain types of emails or just your calendar or just your docs that match.
Well, who knows? The way Google works, you may not get a lot of those options. Google likes to keep things super simple, and I think you may just get an on and off, if that. They may just say, hey, this is included now. If you're logged in, you have a Gmail account, your search results are going to include it. And it may be 2 years from now, whenever this comes out of beta, that happens. Sure. But I think that's what's going to happen.
So I'm basing my assumption here on the fact that they actually segregate the results, Drive results, Gmail results, upcoming flight results. So they have those physically segregated in their examples. So I think that they're tipping their hand a little bit there.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, and I think what they're trying to do is make the results very relevant. If you search for a flight to New York, instead of just getting, a list of emails that include that term in it, they're actually showing you have these upcoming flights in your Gmail account, and it shows you the flight number, and it's going from to here and from here on U.S. Airways, and click here to see the original email. So it's actually showing it to you in a relevant way, not just as a link to your email like an Outlook search would be.
I think if you use Gmail for business, I think this is going to be a nice feature to have.
All right, well, that just about wraps it up then. We're going to have the link in the show notes here of the article about this, and also where you can sign up to try this on your own Gmail account. It's currently in a trial state, so you have to sign up and request access, and so far it sounds like everyone's getting in within a couple of days of asking for it. And we'll have a link in there for that. Again, you can go to techguy.tv to see the show notes on this, find all of those links, and also to see our past episodes. And sign up so you get the latest ones whenever they come out, iTunes and YouTube and all that good stuff. Thank you very much, Danny.
Sure thing.
See ya.